Well, apparently I'm live. Oh yeah, I'm live. And I sound horrible. I really do. I sound horrible. Oh, go away, Foster. Well, I'm glad the sound is a lot better than before. Well. So the mic is working. Good. The microphone is good. That is good. My god, you can actually hear my clicking. Yes, Foster, this is a stream, and nobody's really watching, so yeah. If anything, it's just to test out this new mic. Just pin the microphone to my hat again so I'm not having to hold it. I know I have one viewer, and it's one that I'm annoyed with. I'm gonna mute this stream so I don't have to listen to my horrible voice. I've still got the chat open so I can see what Foster, and if anybody else joins the stream, says. When did I first start YouTube? A few years ago now. I didn't really take it seriously back then though. It's only been recently that I've started to sort of look into it seriously. Yeah, it was a few years ago that I've started YouTube. But you know that you got God Emperor Willie to look through my video history so he could comment on all my old videos. Go call Miss Molly, sure like to ball. Go call him Miss Molly. He did not do that on his own accord. I was there silently watching the stream, Foster, even though it had breaks in between to advertise. Uh-huh. Your hands are never clean. And the early morning to the early night. Good girl and Miss Molly. Show lights a ball. Good and rolling. And you hear your mama call. Yeah, but you're the one that gave him that stupid thing of Space Empress, which I am not. And now what have you done to it now? You know, Disney, Vampire Space Empress. Bloody hell, I'm getting annoyed with it. Yeah, you say tee-hee, I go So it's your letter, come back home to play, but you're dismayed that since your day, well, a fun time has become to fade. Watch as reanimate our corpses you abandoned, dismantled, mishandled, and don't be skipped and swayed. Okay, I'll stop singing because I sound horrible. Oh my god, I sound horrible. I'll stop singing. Right. Oh, good. I'm glad that the new mic sounds great, John. My accent gets many my accent gets many likes or comments. I don't know why. There's nothing special about it. Does it get dislikes? I've many people have commented that my voice is very nice. I don't know why. I think it's horrible. So you two can carry on asking me questions. You don't have to, stop on my harassing. I mean, if you want a concert, I'll gladly give one. Authentic British accent. It's not authentic. Authentic would be speaking the Queen's language, Foster. Or, shine your shoes, Governor. Mine's more northern. Dispatch demons. Any good vids coming up? I'm trying to work on Riley Dennis's quote-unquote satire video. It's very hard to get through. Another video I'm working on is Computing Forever brought this up, and it was sort of like an advertisement from last year about gender stereotypes within primary schools. Are the lines done for the project? No, Foster, they're not. I'm trying to figure out how I would actually talk in that situation. Because I don't swear like somebody who has been locked away for 50 years. You know, I'm already locked away enough, and I don't swear like that. So yeah. I have been watching the VidCon vids. Anita, the old Jabberwocky, always makes me laugh when she gets triggered. Yes. I'm not a cranky old lady either, Foster. I'll be an old cat lady. No, John, what I mean by locked away is I'm an extreme introvert. I just prefer my own company. So I'm just in my room all the time, mostly, except for when I have to go to work or the need for food arises. So yeah. So act like a cranky old lady for the... The thing is, Foster, if I act, I sound forced. And just reading the lines, I'm going, this is not me. You know, I don't say pillock or tosser as much as you think. I am changing the wording. I'm trying to think what to change it to. Ah, John, I'm sure you're not annoying. So what's been happening with you lot recently? What's on your mind? I'm trying to talk, but I don't know what to say. I'm very boring. Let's see. I'm somebody's excitement. Oh my god. This does not happen to me. What's wrong with you? And congrats, Foster, for hitting 100 subs after I don't know how long you've been on YouTube. Damn, John, you sound like you're up shit creek. Wonder if I should bring somebody on so I can actually talk to somebody that's not Foster. I'm annoyed with Foster. Yes, Foster, fuck you. John, might I suggest not Sweden? Recycle bin. Yes, the thing is on. Somebody actually has their name as Recycle Bin. Which reminds me I need to put my bin out on Sunday. Me build my own PC? First off, I don't have the money to buy all the parts. Um, um, I would also try and get my mum to help me build it. No, literally everything is my laptop, and that's it. Bye, Foster. Go away. Bye-bye. He wonders why he loves me. Easy. My mum would build a PC if I was to ask her, but if I would have to supply the funds, of course, which I do not have. And I don't think you'd want to meet my mum. Why could you not leave Foster? I don't know why you would stay. My mum is a nerd. Plays video games. She doesn't watch a lot of movies though. But my mum is a nerd. My mum is a nerd amongst some things. My dad is actually more of a nerd. Yeah, my dad is more of a nerd than my mum. Well, I know you like annoying me, Foster. It's like the one reason you keep on calling me fucking Space Empress. John, you'll have a hard time chasing my dad away. You really will. Yes, please stop calling me Space Empress Foster because it is annoying. Very annoying. I don't find it fun. Good. And just for the record, I still don't know what's happening with Tots. What's um what's the next step for my channel? The next step for my channel is probably more frequent videos. um I'm already failing at that miserably. Yes. Yeah, she's doing Resident Evil. She's forgotten about our Cards Against Humanity game. My elbow just cracked. Ouch. Yeah, fair enough. If her audience wants Resident Evil, then her audience will have Resident Evil. Many of my videos are actually off the cuff, John. What I do is I listen to a part of a video, and then if I want to respond to that part, I think of a response and then record it there and then, failing about 4 times before it sums up. Pokemon Red. My first Pokemon was Pokemon Blue. My mum actually played Pokemon Red. Always beating me with that freaking Lapras of hers. So who's everyone's favourite Pokemon? Or Digimon? You know, since I like Digimon more than Pokemon. Gallade. That's a good Pokemon. Good psychic and fighting type, that is. John, I think I'm more after whatever, mainly speaking out against stupidity like the SJWs and the old Jabberwocky Sarkeesian. Out of the Mega evolutions, I would have to go with Mega Gengar as my favorite, or Mega God of War. Uh, does that mean I have to unsubscribe, Foster? You know, take you down a peg. Yeah. Hi, straight Sith male. My voice sounded weird then. Sorry, I've actually got the stream unmuted so I can hear myself, so... God, I sound weird. No, it's not Messiah of Keck, Foster. You are still Foster Perry, no matter how many times you change it. I did watch the video of shitlords at Sarkeesian's panel. I laughed. Sarkeesian being triggered is amazing. It wasn't so much classic Anita, it was the fact that she targeted the shitlords in the actual audience and attacked them first. They were doing nothing. They would have sat there. And she goes off on Sargon calling him human garbage or garbage human. I don't know whether that was Anita being flustered, so she didn't know how to word correctly. Because I can get that a lot of the time, but she sounded stupid at that point. Yes, they would have sat there. Perfect English, Foster. I am Northern. I'm not perfect English at all. I'm a Northern lass. There's not exactly Scottish. Maybe I'll have to look at the petition, but I don't think she should be kicked off. I think maybe she should be given a slap on the wrist for actually targeting the audience. Yeah, simply showing up is now harassment. In a way, it makes me wish that I was there so I could just be be there to actually ask her a question in person. A panel on abuse. I think it was a panel on uh women on the internet that she was on, and it amazingly turned into an. Stop singing. Shut up. Oh, the panel on abuse is the one he's trying to get her kicked off from. Um, Again, I don't think that she should be kicked off. I think she should be just the audience. I know, Joey Salads of all people to take a question from. That was weird, but I did like his question to say that, that they imply that only women get harassed on the internet. Yeah, Base Mama was furious. Social experiment. Social experiment. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but don't you get it, John? When it's sexism and harassment when it's done against a woman, or more specifically, Anita. When it's done against a man, that's nothing. Yes, I agree. Recycle. Let Anita be Anita, because at some point her is is gonna really show itself to the world. And somebody just knocked at my front door. One of the housemates can get it. I know that they're in. John, you don't need to put yourself in a closet, honestly. Hold on. I don't think he's in. Hello, Otaku. I'm sorry if you had to listen to me get the door. It seems like one of my housemates' mums are here. Well, it wasn't my mum. My mum would most likely by now be asleep, in almost like a deep coma. That's how deep she will be asleep. Hi, Tots. I sound weird then. Why does Tots get a reg? Because I love Tots more than you, Foster. Yes, I've talked about Anita's latest stunt. We've just been discussing it. Saying like how she attacked the audience and you know that all the shitlords were just sat there and she just I mean there is a video on the Honey Badgers channel where they showed the panel and they showed the moment, and at the end of the video there was a commenter who oh, what was it? There was a commenter and she actually said that three more security people came out because Anita literally demanded them. As soon as she saw Sargon, she was on her phone and she texted the security to say, "I'm not safe." And 3 security people appeared. And apparently the shitlords were told to move to the back so that Anita couldn't see them. And the person who was speaking literally said to the security person that Anita is a performer and she should expect this. Oh, is John going? Bye, John. Bye, John. I've just noticed. I was so busy talking for a moment. Anyway, but this woman said that Anita is a performer and she should expect that there should be detractors of hers, and she shouldn't literally have to hide behind security, even though they were sat there doing nothing. They were literally just sat there doing nothing except just trying to listen to this panel and probably dying a little inside. But yeah. Yay, I'm glad the mic sounds awesome. I have been listening to myself, so which I'm cringing on the inside because I'm going, oh my god, I sound awful, but I'm glad the mic sounds alright. Foster, you're not getting a wrench. Yes, we all die a little bit when Anita does something. I died a lot when I watched her Islam video. Judah! The ceiling is up. That's what's up. No, it's not a blue Yeti. It's literally one that you could pin to your shirt. I've got it pinned to my hat at the moment, but the glass ceiling. I've got it pinned to my hat, so that's why you can hear me breathing, but you know, it's not absolutely heavy because it's above my mouth. Yeah, I got one dislike because I won't give Foster a wrench. So I have heard that it's better just to get a blue snowball because that's literally what it is. It's a blue snowball that costs twice as much. So yeah. Let's see. we think Riley Dennis's satire video is cancer. That Islam video is cancer. Okay, I'm gonna have to get this name right. I think that's right. Caeruleus Valentinus. I will slap myself if I get it wrong. But hi! I thought you'd be doing your stream. Secretly rallied. I may be a daughter of Poseidon, Otaku, but even I do not have that power. And if anyone's wondering why I said that, book review maybe. Or a review of why it is my favourite book series, the Percy Jackson series. Why do you feel bullied, Foster? Because I won't give you a wrench. I'm fine with the subs that I have. I love all my subs, except for Foster. But I'm fine. You know what they need to do? A Percy Jackson RPG. Yes, they do need to do an RPG of Percy Jackson, where you could make your demigod. Why do you have a wrench toss? Um, because I wanted to give you a wrench. And yes, you are a mod. You can time out people for being bad or delete comments that you find unsafe. Foster gets a timeout. I will only take wrenches away if people start abusing their power of the wrench. I have actually given one to Irate Bear because it's like you have to. Yep, a bear with a wrench. Um, is Tots is you go into the chat and you scroll over the name and the comment of the person you want to give a wrench to, and there'll be like 3 dots, and you click on that, and I think there's like make a moderator. Effect. No problem. Yes, Foster. I also know how to not give a wrench. You do have friends. They're called Adam and God Emperor Willie. Adam doesn't hate you. I'm sure he doesn't. I might just end this because, there's not a lot of things going on. I don't know. I don't know if I should end the stream. Try singing. Foster was here when I sang. Ask him. Of why my singing is bad. Thank you, Judah. Oh, okay then. Otaku, pick a song. Pick a song then, and I will. If I know it, I will sing it. You're probably gonna be better if it's a Disney song, because I know those nearly off by heart. Weirdly enough. That is one song I will never sing. I hate Frozen. Du hast. You mean from Rammstein? Foster, everybody is not ignoring you. God, is my German up to scratch for Du hast? Let's see, poor. Right. Let's see. Poor unfortunate souls. Let's see if I can sing "Poor Unfortunate Souls." I'm fine. I'll just mute myself first, and then I'm not distracted. Right. I admit that in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch. But you'll find that nowadays I've mended all my ways. Repentance in the light and made a switch. 2 years. And fortunately, no, a little magic isn't talent that I always have possessed. And dear lady, please don't laugh. I use it on behalf of the miserable, the lonely, and repressed. Pathetic. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. This one longing to be thinner, that one wants to get the girl, and do I help them? Yes, indeed. Those poor unfortunate souls. So sad, so true. And that's about it. That's all you're getting from me. Oh god. I bet I sound awful. um let's see. I'm gonna have to more. I'm looking up Du hast. Mm, 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 mm. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Du, du hast mich. Du, du hast mich. Du hast mich. And that's all you're getting. That's all you're getting, Tots. Sound of Silence. Is that who I think it is? I'll think of another one. German Viper. Any other song requests before I stop this disaster? Bye, Recycle Bin, if that's saying peace out. One song. There are many songs, Tots, in Moana. Oh, you're welcome. Okay, then. Let's see. Trying to say is thank you. You're welcome. Okay. I see what's happening, yeah. You're face to face with greatness and it's strange. You don't even know how you feel. It's adorable. Well, it's nice to see that humans never change. Open your eyes, let's begin. Yes, it's really me, it's Maui, reel it in. I know it's a lot, the hair, the bod. When you're staring at a demigod, what can I say except you're welcome? For the tides, the sun, the sky. Hey, it's okay, you're welcome. I'm just an ordinary demiguy. Hey, what has two thumbs and pulled up the sky? When you were waddling yay high, this guy. When the nights got cold, who stole you fire from down below? You looking at him, yo? Oh, also I lassoed the sun. You're welcome to stretch your days and bring you fun. Also I harness the breeze. You're welcome to feel your sails and take your trees. So what can I say except you're welcome for the tides I pulled from the sea. There's no need to pray, it's okay, you're welcome. It's just my way of being me. You're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome to think of it. Kid, honestly, I could go on and on. I can explain every natural phenomenon. The tide, the grass, the ground. Ah, that was Maui just messing around. I could to kneel, I buried its guts. Swearing your tree, now you got coconuts. Once a lesson, when is a takeaway? Don't so my when he's on the breakaway. And the tapestry here on my skin is a map of the pictures I win. Look, I've been to make everything happen. Look, I've been meaning how it Okay, I can't do it anymore. Can't do it anymore. Yes, Foster, dislike the video all you want. I don't think I can do that song, Judah. You try singing that fast, Tots. So do you want me to stop singing now? I don't know why you all wanted me to start singing. Oh god. I'm gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware. Oh, I've never seen a king of beasts with quite so little hair. I'm gonna be the main event, not looking what's before. I'm rushing up, I'm looking down, I'm working on my raw. This my rather uninspiring thing. I just can't wait to be king. Way to go, young master. If you think no one say do this, no one saying be there, no one saying stop that. See here, we gonna run around all day. We'll do it all my. I think it's time for you and I arranged a heart to heart. Kings don't need advice from little Orphils for a start. This is where the monarchy is headed. Count me out. I'll just service out of Africa. I wouldn't hang about. This child is getting wildly out of wing. Though I just can't wait to be king. That's about it. Though I'm gonna listen to the rest of it. I don't know if Tots is actually laughing her ass off at this. Phil Collins. Well, that means Tarzan or Brother Bear. I find your lack of faith, Foster, disturbing. Okay then, Tots. Brother Bear or Tarzan for the Phil Collins songs? Don't think you've seen Tarzan. It's an okay film. It's one that neither for Phil Collins, said it. Tarzan is an okay film. It's one of the films that actually got edited in recent years because it actually shows the shadow of the bad guy hanging himself. So I am not doing the kitchen gun, Foster. I don't think I could sing Circle of Life. Let's see. I can feel it in the air tonight. Is that the love song you meaning? Tots? One with the epic drum solo. In this moment for my life. That one. Tots, pay attention to Foster. He's feeling needed. I feel it calling in the air tonight. Hold on. I have waited for this moment all my life. Hold on. Then you feel it calling in the air tonight. Hold on. No. Oh, nice one, Tots. That you are, Tots. That you are. Right. Have you had enough of my singing now? Can we stop the singing? Aww. Why not? Does anybody else have, a song for me to sing then, since, Trigger Tots is kind of my boss. I'm horrible. I'm horrible at singing. What? Sing what, Tots? I don't know that one. I don't know the Kyrgyzstan anthem. I don't think I've been admitted into Kyrgyzstan. I probably need lessons if I was to take singing seriously, Otaku. Or do you want me to pick the next song to sing if you all want me to sing? Tots, my laptop isn't powerful enough to do gaming. And I don't have a capture card for the console that I've got, so streaming games is kind of out of the question. And I'd be rubbish at things. Bye, Judah. And Foster is throwing a temper tantrum on Twitter. I knew you always hated me, Foster, so that's nothing new. Yay, Judah's back. Is there anything else you want to hear from me? Not of singing, but maybe my opinion on something, or a question you want me to answer, something like that. Because if it's more singing, I'm stopping the stream. Brexit. I wish it happened sooner. I think I'm not one for wanting a soft Brexit. I want a hard Brexit. I want total cut away from the European Union. Because they have royally fucked us over. And it's not just that, it's also the opportunities that come with Brexit of trading to more with the USA, possibly open up trade with, say, like China at reasonable rates, and maybe even Japan in certain cases. Basically trading with more countries outside the European Union without having to worry about the tariffs. Also, with the money we'll be able to save, because we're not sending about £10 billion a year over to the European Union to be a member. We could save that money every year. Plus, I think the average number that people, the average number that I have heard last that we might expect to come in is around about 40 billion a year if we were to open up more trade routes. So my opinion on Brexit is I want it to happen faster. I want to know, do I think Theresa May will go through with it? I think she'll turn it into a soft Brexit, if I'm honest. She was the one that was campaigning for Brexit to happen, or a hard Brexit to happen. Corbyn wanted a soft Brexit, which, for those of you who didn't know, soft Brexit basically meant we were still in the European Union. Supposedly we would have more say, but we were still in the European Union. Lib Dems were basically going against the people's vote, and I didn't like that because the public voted, the people voted. If they basically said fuck you to the public, then thank you, Onive, for saying that my avatar is awesome. If the Lib Dems basically said fuck you to the public about Brexit, then that would have made them a dictator, and it wouldn't have been democracy. So I'm still watching and waiting on what's happening with Brexit, because I voted to leave. So that's, I voted to leave, and I want to leave badly, because it wasn't really one thing about the Remainers that they get wrong, or the Remainers get wrong, is all leavers voted because it was mainly about the refugees. That's not what I voted for. It was partly because of the refugees, but that was in a sense that I wanted more secure borders. But I voted leave because I didn't like what the European Union was doing with British laws. Like over here, or what the European Union, I don't know whether it passed. I don't think it did. But one thing they were trying to get us to do years ago was they were saying that prisoners, like not just prisoners, criminals who were put away for life or whatever, should still get the vote. And that was, for me, they're in prison for a reason. Whether it be simple burglary or all the way up to bloody murder and rape, they are in prison. Freedoms should be taken away. I think it's absolutely preposterous right now that our prison system actually allows prisoners to have a TV, a gaming console, and anything else they want as comforts in their freaking prison cell. Yeah, I think the prison system, truthfully, has gone right downhill. But you're in prison because you committed a crime. You have lost all freedoms. But they said, but the European Union was trying to get us to give them the vote. So that's why I wanted to break away from the European Union, because they were messing with British law and British policy. So yeah. Messaged me. My opinions on refugees. Stay out of Britain. If you are a true blue refugee, in a sense, if you are somebody who is really fleeing your home and is not an economic migrant and does want a better life, and you vow to live by the laws of the land, come in. Sure, we will, you know, help you. But if you are an economic migrant who just wants to suck off the system that we've got or suck off the government's teat, then fuck off. That's my opinion of it. Um, I mean, I will say that in recent years, I think my view on people who follow the religion of Islam and the refugees has been coloured. You know, it has been coloured. I will say that. Anything else, or do you think I'm absolutely batshit insane? I better sound batshit insane. Better do. Should we take the risk of taking in I don't think that we should actually take the risk in letting radical migrants through, if that's what you're meaning. If they want to come live in Britain, then I would. um, if they want to come live in Britain, I would want them to live by the laws of the land. I would want them to integrate into our culture. They can still have their religion, sure, because, you know, freedom of religion and all that, but I do not want them to start saying that there should be Sharia law in our land. We are not a Muslim nation, even though we are quickly being outbred. But we are not a Muslim nation. Stop demanding Sharia. That's what you're fleeing from. You know, that's what you're fleeing from. Or supposedly that's what you're fleeing from. Why do you want Sharia law in the country that you're trying to seek haven in? So, do I believe multiculturalism can be done right if done properly, or can be achieved? It's possible. I mean, look at America. It's still got the chinks and it's still got a few nuts and bolts to work out, but you've still got loads of cultures living in one country. You know, America is, as they say, is a melting pot. It can it be done right? I think we need to learn a bit more cultural appreciation. Um, Meaning, you know, maybe learn about other cultures or just if something looks weird because it's of a different culture, maybe, you know, I don't think people should be offended if somebody goes up to a woman who has a bindi on her forehead and actually asks what is a bindi, what is it for, or what does it symbolize. I don't think she should be offended, but nowadays that's offensive. You know, um, maybe you shouldn't do it to a complete stranger. um, you do it to you ask a friend who is knowledgeable in this sort of thing, or you go to the local library and you look it up in a book or on the internet. I think we need to learn a bit more about cultural appreciation. It's not appropriation, because sometimes you can partake in a culture and still appreciate what it's about in the culture itself. So I think multiculturalism could be done right if there was respect on both sides. That sort of thing. Again, if I sound batshit insane, guys, just tell me and I'll shut up. Would I say Japan is multicultural? I think people can live there, but I think Japan is kind of like America. It still needs to work out its kinks and its nuts and bolts. I don't think it will, because there is the phrase of "white pig go home," and I mean, you listen to some of the Japanese, and it's like, my God, you are racist. Not all Japanese, I've got to say. Hashtag not all, but that sort of thing. So I think multiculturalism everywhere needs to work out the kinks and the nuts and the bolts. And there should be respect on both sides. People are going to have to learn that we don't know everything about every culture. So we either do research or we do ask people what, certain things are in a culture. What do they symbolize? And people have, got to learn to kind of deal with it. I mean, for example, Tots has come over to England, yet I bet she doesn't know that British people can actually take the weed of nettles and boil them down into a soup and eat nettles. Or for the fact that in Gloucestershire we have an event where we chase a wheel of cheese down a very steep hill. Why do we do this? Even I'm not sure. But we do it. Yeah, we risk broken bones in in that chasing the wheel of cheese down a very steep hill. It's very steep. It's almost like vertical down. All for a wheel of cheese. Sounds fun. There are many people who attend this event. There are actually people who come from other countries to partake in chasing after the wheel of cheese. I would not put it past them if whoever started that tradition hundreds of years ago was drunk and they just made a game of it. I would not put it past them. I bet Tots has gone away, gone out to the stream. Best be some damn good cheese. Um, I don't know. I don't like cheese. I only like cheese when it's melted and gooey and bubbling. Ah, Tots is there. She's not getting ready for her Resident Evil stream. She's drying nail polish. Would I believe that Gamergate is still necessary? Um, yes. I do think, I mean, just look at what's happened recently with The Last Light, I believe. That recent game that was featured in E3 that looks amazing. And Zoe Quinn basically starts slamming the developer of the game because he didn't support her views. You know, she starts slamming the developer, and everybody's like going along with Zoe Quinn. So Gamergate is still needed. Yes, it's still needed for a pushback. It's still needed to basically go check your facts. But I think it should be like a mythical beast, as it were. It raises its head every few millennia or so and goes back to sleep until the next time that it is needed. I think that's Gamergate's role now. I think of most likely Gamergate is more of the people who will speak out against people like Zoe Quinn and the people who are in gaming journalism, so that or the people who are in gaming journalism, to basically keep them straight. So yes, I still think it's needed, but it should be every now and again, if that makes sense. Any other questions? I wonder if Foster has disappeared because he wasn't getting attention. So I haven't seen him in a while. Or are you all bored of me now, guys? Because if you're all bored of me, I'll stop the stream. What was my drive to speak out on YouTube about the stupid in the world? I did answer this previously in my Q&A video, where Tots actually asked the same thing. What got me started? It was basically the old Jabberwocky Sarkeesian. Um, I'm subscribed to Angry Joe, and years ago, he brought out his top 10 controversial things in gaming, and Anita was number 2 on the list. And the way he was speaking about Anita and about the supposed harassment that she got made me want to look into it. So, I watched Anita's videos, and I disagreed with them. There were a few points that I could agree with. For example, the damsel in distress trope. I agree that it's a trope, but it's a good little trope to have for short, small stories. How did she not get? I believe she didn't get number 1 because another story or another event was happening. I believe at the same time, round about the same time, but it got in gaming news. It got covered up by the Anita thing. I'm not exactly sure what it was. That's probably looking for the Angry Joe video itself and watching it. But I believe she was number 2. I may be wrong. It has been a few years since I actually watched the video. Anyway, I didn't agree with Anita. And as I said, the damsel in distress trope is a good trope to have for short stories. Let's see. For example, if you just want a story that's more about gameplay and less about story, it's a good little trope to have, if you know what I mean. Foster's back. Anyway. And then I looked into Anita's other videos, and as Otaku has mentioned, as soon as I saw her Bayonetta video, I knew she was full of shit. In her infamous Bayonetta video, which she tries to delete every single time, she basically makes a video more about segregation and how it's a positive thing, or gender segregation on Japanese trains and how it's a positive thing. And she mainly slams Bayonetta for the advertisements that were there in Japan. It was mind-numbing. So I was already disagreeing with her. You know, she was saying things like that the roles of women portrayed in video games basically portray how we are in real life to young boys and young men. And it's like, no, because if that were true, I'd portray women, because I played a lot of video games. So I started to look for people who spoke out against Anita, and that's how I found people like Jordan Owen, Sargon of Akkad, Monday Matt, everybody. And as soon as I started looking at those people, it was like down the rabbit hole I went. And that's how I knew, or that's how I found out about the rest of the SJW and feminism that was happening in the world that me in my oh so sweet little town was blissfully ignorant to. So I thought, with me having a bit of common sense, or so I thought, I thought I'd speak out against her, because what she was saying was utter shit. I mean, what I didn't like was how she said that sexy women are hypersexualized, but muscular men are. It's like you could switch this around. That sexy women are a power fantasy for women, and the men are sexually objectified by the women. So yeah. But as I think you've seen from my channel, I am trying to move away from Anita. So yeah. Oh yes, I should chill for a moment while I have it on my mind. The YouTuber Batnin is making a video, and I do appear for a moment in that video. It should be up next week, but you should still go and subscribe to Batnin because he is awesome. He is an awesome dude. He is an awesome little bat. So go subscribe to him and tell him that Viper sent you. Why are you sorry, Foster? I do think third wave feminism has destroyed how people interact and form relationships. Men can no longer really approach women because they don't know how women should act. Women are becoming more violent or are more violent. Also, there is the divide between the races as well. We are moving into a segregated society because nobody wants to offend anybody. Nobody wants to be accused of racism. Nobody wants to be accused of sexism. So, yes. I need to play The Last of Us. I hear it's a good game. Yeah, I need to play it. Third wave feminist. If I ever met one in real life, I would record it and I would say that to their face. Because that is what I believe. That is what I think. If I was, say, out getting my weekly food supply or food run, I would. And I met one, I would say that. It's actually quite possible now because I do actually live near a college, and I'm seeing many hair or blue hair dyed teenagers. Have I ever played the Persona series? No, I haven't. You see, I've got to be very picky with my games because I can't buy a lot of games. These have got to be games that I will play for a long time. and I and they've got to be Xbox One games now because I'm a console peasant. I'm I am a console peasant. I am horrible that way. Get The Last of Us. I mean, I am looking to go. Damn, you need a PS4. Would I get a PS4? Because they don't have backwards compatibility, and I actually do play a lot of backwards compatibility games. And there wasn't a lot of well, and if okay, this is how picky I am with consoles. I prefer the Xbox controller to the PS or PlayStation controller. At least watch. I have watched a playthrough. Um, I have watched a playthrough. I mean, I watched Tots on the horror game that she played with Richard, if she remembers us. What was my first console? The original Xbox. The original Xbox was my first console. Um, and ironically, the first game on that console was Sonic Heroes. Yes, Outlast. And the only reason I would not play Outlast is because it's in first person and I hate first person. It looks like a really good game, but if it was in third person, I would play it, but it's not. It's in first, and I hate first person. Um, I say I yes, Sega Mega Drive and Sega Genesis. I know of those consoles because I did look them up, but um, before I actually had my console, or my first console, because I never really knew that they were out there. It was only until I actually got the Xbox One that I found out that there was these other consoles and other games that I could have been playing. But um, before I actually got the console, I was spending a lot of my days playing on the PC, playing Diablo, Tomb Raider, you know, that sort of thing. And I was only 5 or 7, can't remember. Excuse me, sorry if you heard that. I was about to the PC Master Race before I fell from grace, yes. Um, how old am I? 9. There you go. I'm 27. Have you played many games by Platinum? I have played Bayonetta, Ninja Gaiden, many Ninja Gaiden games actually. If you're talking about jiggly boob physics, I've played a few when I went to friends' houses. But my main games for Platinum are Bayonetta and Ninja Gaiden, if I believe that they make. I can't remember. Would you ever become an Umbra Witch if you could? Hell yes! I would love to have 4 guns, 2 strapped to my feet, and be able to do all the things that they do. My god, yes, I don't care if I need to sell my soul to a demon. Metal Gear Rising. I've seen some playthroughs. That was one game I couldn't get. Yeah, I mean, my mum and dad let me play Diablo and Tomb Raider, but they wouldn't let me get Metal Gear when I was at here. Oh, I would beat up Anita with that lovely whip. Later. I'm glad you had fun with my horrible singing. Wow, it is after midnight. Well, guys, I'm gonna end it here for real this time. Um, as I say, it's after midnight, and I think this has been a very successful test of this new microphone, and I'm glad that the people who have joined approve of this new microphone. So, thank you for all coming to watch and asking me questions about certain things. It has been fun, guys. Bye!